In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 100 best budget cards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam on a tier list here ranging from S all the way down to the F tier category. And yes guys, we have the top 100 best budget cards in this entire game. Every single card on this list is below 40k. There might be a couple cards for like 45, 50k, but 99% of this list is cards under 25k, with the exception of a few maybe being 35 to 45k. But these are going to be all of the best budget cards right now in my team. If you guys are looking to pick up budget cards or you just want to know what are the best budget cards in the game, this is, in my opinion, the best video to watch so you guys know where do you think all of these budget cards rank before we go into season number 7. So the first budget card I should say on this list is going to be S tier, and that's going to be Pink Diamond Dr. J. He is still easily one of the best budget cards in this game for only 25,000 MT, 20k for whatever he goes for. He is amazing for that price. Dr. J, 6'7" at the 2, 6'11" wingspan. You guys know this card. You guys know what he gets into. Great behind the back, great escape, good jump shot. I mean, he's just an amazing budget card. A really good Pink Diamond. I would say Galaxy Opal Cade is probably either like high A or S tier as well, because he's a little bit more on the expensive side. He's like 45k, but he's a really good budget card. I think honestly, he's going to be in that S tier. I think he's going to be in high A. I would say high A for Cade. I do think there's going to be quite a bit better of budget cards in my personal opinion, but I think Cade is very high A tier when it comes to the best budget cards in my team. Pink Diamond Kobe White. I was never like a huge fan of this card. I think realistically he's going to be in C tier. Pink Diamond Matt Barnes, I like in B. I think he's a little bit worse than those shooting guards like Roko, Amori Caspi, Thabos Evolosha. Those cards are better in my opinion as like those budget shooting guards in this game that are extremely cheap, just like Matt Barnes, and I think he's a good card, but I feel like B tier is more fair in my opinion. Galaxy Opal Trevor Booker, I would say is S, dude. Trevor Booker is a card that not a lot of people talk about, but is actually really good, and he's come down a lot in price because of the super packs dropping. He's like 20k at the most. He's like 15 to 20k, 6'8" small forward, 6'10" wingspan, really complete stats and badges wise, especially defensively, really good stats, really good Hall of Fame defensive badges, and his jump shot is amazing. MPJ base with the Devin Booker upper on very quick timing is a great jump shot. He's got Pro 2 fade and solid dribble sigs as well. I think when we're talking about the top 100 budget cards in my team, I would say Trevor Booker is somewhere in the S tier category. Talking about Diamond Justice Winslow, I think C tier is fair. I would honestly maybe even take him over Kobe White at the point guard position. He's 6'6" and does play really good defense, but I would say C tier is fair for Justice Winslow. Now talking about Galaxy Opal Caruso, I feel like he's also got to be an S. He's definitely one of the best budget point guards in this entire game. He plays really good defense, he's got a good jump shot, and he's a great slashing point guard. I would say Amori Caspi probably easily high A, and I would definitely consider him for the S tier category, but I would say for now he's probably very high A. 6'9" at shooting guard, has a great jump shot, and also does have the tray escape. Talking about Galaxy Opal Bilal Coulibaly, see, this is where I would probably put him in S over Amori Caspi. I just think he's slightly better at the shooting guard position. To me, he feels more like a complete card compared to Amori Caspi. More so just seems there for his offensive ability, which is really good. But Bilal Coulibaly, 6'8" at the 2 with a 7'2" wingspan, and is an amazing perimeter defender. And that's one thing I really do value in this game is defense. So I think Bilal Coulibaly, because of his defensive ability, is better than Amori Caspi. And I think compared to the top 100 best budget cards in this game, I would say he's going to be an A tier, or S tier I should say. Pink Diamond Matisse Thybulle is a good defensive card, but he's only 6'5" at shooting guard. I just don't know if you can really have this card much higher than like a D or a C. 6'5" at the 2, really good defensive card, but I'm not a huge fan of his jump shot. I mean, I guess you could probably go C tier for Matisse Thybulle. Onyeka Okongwu, really good defensive small forward. I mean, he's 6'10" at the small forward position, and he actually has a solid jump shot, so I would say he's going to be somewhere in A tier. James Wiseman is kind of meh. I would say James Wiseman's going to be in C tier. Pat Burke is actually really good. I'll throw Pat Burke in B tier after they did update his jump shot to putting it on very quick timing. He's 6'11" at power forward, 7'3" wingspan. He actually does have a good jump shot. I would take him over James Wiseman as a budget power forward. I do think, surprisingly enough, Pat Burke's going to be in B tier. Pink Diamond Roko is S. I don't care what anybody says, but Pink Diamond Roko plays like a dark matter. He's 6'9" at shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan, and his defensive animations and stats and badges are like no other card in this game. He is seriously amazing for a budget shooting guard. Next budget card here, guys, is going to be Pink Diamond Ronnie Stuckey. He's an okay budget card. I would say he's going to be somewhere in C tier. I would say AJ Johnson, probably also going to be in that C tier category. Galaxy Opal Hito Turkoglu, you could maybe go like B tier for Hito. He's a Galaxy Opal card, and he is tall at the small forward position, so I do think you could probably put him in B tier. 6'10" at small forward. His jump shot is a little bit wonky in my opinion. It's not that great of a jump shot, and his SIGs are okay, you know, for a small forward card, but I think because of his size, he's probably going to be in the B tier category. Anthony Black is really good. I would say Anthony Black is very close to S. I would say he's one of the best cards in A tier so far, and he's one of the best budget point guards in my team, but I do think he's going to be A tier for now. Talking about Kyle Korver, he's a good offensive shooting guard. He still does have a really good jump shot. You could probably go like low A tier for Kyle Korver. Diamond Tyson Chandler, you probably want to put somewhere in B tier. You know, he's only a diamond card, does have a low 3-ball rating, but I still really like his jump shot. Talking about Pink Diamond Beasley, I mean, you guys already know where Beasley's going. He's still the best budget card in this game, or at least one of them, one of 2 or 3 cards that are just so good for their price, and he's only about 40k right now. He's got an amazing jump shot. It's Pink Diamond Beasley. He's going in the S tier category. Keegan Murray is good. I would say Keegan Murray is probably like high B tier to low A. I'll probably go high B tier for Keegan Murray. Khalil Ware is still an A tier budget card. He is amazing defensively, 7 foot at power forward with a very solid jump shot. Stacey Augmon is okay, 6'8" at the 2 guard, but I would say he's realistically C tier. Isaiah Hartenstein, not a huge fan of this card. I'm probably going to move him and James Wiseman down to the D tier category. I would say Cat is probably like B tier. Not a huge fan of that Cat card, but he's definitely very solid, especially as a Galaxy Opal. Now Triple J, he's like easily A and maybe even S. I think you got to go S tier for Triple J. He's really good defensively, even though he's 6'10" at power forward, maybe a little bit undersized. His defense definitely makes up for it, and he also does have an easy jump shot to green. I would say Diamond Alexis is, I mean, he's got to be like either high A or even low S, man. He's 7'2" at small forward. I know he has the lack of speed, so I'm probably going to keep him in high A tier for now, but that Alexis card is so good at the small forward position. Galaxy Opal Dino has to be in the S tier category. I mean, he is such a good power forward all the way around, good defensively with a very solid jump shot. Reggie Lewis, not a huge fan of this card. Realistically going to put him in D tier. Now Pink Diamond Eddie Curry, I don't know if he's S tier anymore. I do think he's a very good budget big if you can green with his jump shot, but it is a little bit quick, and sometimes you get bad load up animations, and sometimes it just kind of catches you off guard with how fast his jump shot is. But if you're able to knock it down and be consistent with Eddie Curry, he can easily be in the A tier category. Talking about Nickeil Alexander-Walker, he's a solid budget point guard. I would say he's probably going to be in B tier. Thabo Sefolosha, really good budget shooting guard. He's great defensively on the perimeter and does have a very easy jump shot to green with, which is super nice to have. DFS is honestly not that good. Gonna throw DFS in the C tier category. Jared Wallace is easily A, and I would say very high A tier. Like, I could consider him an S tier budget card. His defense is really good. His jump shot is good. I wish he just had some more movement and you know, better dribble sigs. Talking about Pink Diamond Jabari Smith Jr., I think him and Beasley are the 2 best budget cards in this entire game. Jabari Smith Jr. is a 6'11" 2 guard with an elite level jump shot. 6'11" at the shooting guard position with a good jump shot is insane to have on a budget card. Zubac is good. Like, nah, I don't know if he's good, but he's like solid. I would say Zubac is probably gonna be in that B tier category. Carlos Boozer is easily A, and you know what? He's probably S tier. I do think he's better than Onyeka Okongwu. I think he's better than Jared Wallace, better than Alexis at the small forward position. I do think Alex Opal Boozer is really good because of his jump shot, really good because of his interior defense and his overall size at the small forward position. Santi Aldama is probably our first F tier card. That jump shot is genuinely unusable. Desmond Bane is probably D tier. I mean, this card is honestly just not that great, even though he's a Galaxy Opal. Maurice Spates is actually great for a budget option. He's 6'10" at shooting guard with a very usable jump shot, and he's actually not that bad movement wise. I would say Maurice Spates is going to be easily A tier. Galaxy Opal Tyler Hansbrough, the easiest S tier we could probably have besides like a couple cards. I mean, he is so good defensively all the way around. Really well-rounded card, has a great jump shot, has the Pro 2 fade. Easily one of the best budget cards on my team. Talking about Pink Diamond KPJ, I think he's really good offensively as a point guard. Maybe lacks a little bit of defense, but his jump shot is really good and has some solid dribble sig. So I think KPJ gonna be in that A tier category. Josh Hart is maybe not as bad as you would think, but he is only what, 6'4" at the shooting guard position. He's very undersized, 6'4" at shooting guard, 6'8" wingspan. He's a really good defender, really good rebounder, has crazy athleticism stats, and his jump shot's actually not that bad. His sigs are good, you know, for a card of, you know, his caliber. So I do think he's probably somewhere in that higher B tier category. Talking about Galaxy Opal Paul Millsap, a very easy A tier budget card. He plays really good defense, and he's got a nice jump shot. Galaxy Opal Ricky Davis, I feel like you still have to put in S tier just because of his jump shot. It's one of the more consistent jump shots in this game with the Seth Curry base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. He's also got the Garland dribble style, the best dribble style in my team. Talking about Pink Diamond Jeff Green, he feels like a solid B tier card to me. He's good all the way around at the small forward position. Yabusele is A. I think Yabusele for another 6'8" shooting guard is really good from the out of position set. All of those out of position cards are very elite, especially the diamond cards. Galaxy Opal Drew Holiday, I would say is S tier. I mean, he's on the same level as Alex Caruso, so if you want to say Caruso's an A tier, then maybe you can move both of those cards down, but they're pretty much the same card at the point guard position when we're talking about budget point guards. Really good defensive perimeter point guards that have decent jump shots. Galaxy Opal Vlade Divac for a budget card, he's still probably A tier. He's about 40,000 MT. He's 7'1", can play the power forward position with a decent jump shot. Malcolm Brogdon, I would say is also like low A tier. Maybe on the more so low, like probably on the lower side of A, but I think he's definitely still A tier. Bobby Portis is really good. I kind of want to put Bobby Portis in A. I think Bobby Portis is actually very underrated at the power forward position. I would say Pink Diamond Hakeem is on the same ranking as Tyson Chandler. Not a huge fan of his jump shot, but he does play really good defense at the power forward position. Gortat is decent. I would say Gortat is probably somewhere in C tier. Pink Diamond Kristaps is right where Eddie Curry is. I think both those cards are for sure going to be A tier budget centers. Really good jump shot on Kristaps. He's 7'2" with a really good jump shot, but he's not insanely good defensively, and he's definitely on the slower side. Talking about Walker Kessler, I mean, for his position, he's probably S tier because he is the best budget center in this entire game. You know, for like 35K and under, he's the best center you can find, unless you think Kristaps or Eddie Curry is better. But I think for an overall budget card, he's probably going to be an A tier. He's only really that good because there's not that many great budget centers currently in my team. Talking about OJ Mayo, this card is honestly just not great. Like, I kind of want to put him in D tier. 6'5" at shooting guard, 6'6" wingspan. He's not a good defender. His jump shot is awful, like an awful jump shot, and his sigs are also very mid. Like, call me crazy, but I think OJ Mayo is probably in the D tier category. Tim Hardaway, F tier. I mean, he's just not a great budget card whatsoever. Shane Battier is good. I think Shane Battier is probably low A tier. He's a very good budget option. Larry Nance Jr. is solid. I would say Larry Nance is probably in that higher C tier category. I think Mario Chalmers is probably also C tier as well. Jonathan Bender, you know, could use some better dribble sigs. He could definitely use, you know, some more defensive stats, and just overall stats and badges could be improved on Pink Diamond Jonathan Bender, but he's still a 7-foot small forward with a very quick jump shot. He's going to have to be in that A tier category. Anthony Morrow was good. I think Anthony Morrow is probably like high B tier for me, maybe low A. I think you could probably go like low A for Anthony Morrow. Dalton Connect honestly was not a huge fan of this card. I think realistically for this type of tier list though, he's probably still in B tier. Najee Marshall, another card that is just okay at the small forward position. I think he's probably going to be in B tier. Andre Roberson, another card that I would say is really good defensively but doesn't have a great jump shot. I'll still put him in A tier because of his defense, and actually does have some decent dribble sigs as well, but his jump shot is honestly not too great. Galaxy Opal Jalen Rose was never really big on this card. Like, I never thought he was really all that great at the shooting guard position. Wendell Carter Jr. is a good power forward, but I think realistically he's going to be in B tier. Rudy Gay is a good Galaxy Opal option at, you know, for his price tag of like 40K, 35K. He's still got a good jump shot, even though it's his own release on quick timing. It's actually a good jump shot. I just wish he had some more defensive stats and some better dribble sigs, kind of like Jonathan Bender. Christian Wood, I would say, is B tier. He's like a B tier power forward in my opinion. Jonathan Kuminga, he's probably also going to be in that B tier category alongside Keegan Murray at small forward. Drazen Petrovic, I would say, is probably also B tier. The thing with Drazen is he does have a really good jump shot still to this day. He has 99 3 ball, but the thing about this card is his size just really isn't that great. Only 6'5" at the shooting guard position. Tony Kukoc is decent, you know, because of his size. He's what, 6'10" or 6'11" at small forward? Yeah, he's 6'11" at small forward with a 7'2" wingspan. So kind of for the same explanation as Hedo Turkoglu, just because of their size, they're going to be in the B tier category. Talking about Pink Diamond Dante Exum, he's a really good budget point guard. I think he's like low A tier, on the same ranking as Anthony Morrow. They're very similar, and he's 6'6" with really good defensive stats, and he plays good defense in game. Galaxy Opal Miles Turner, he's got to be S tier. I mean, he's better than Dina Raja, but they're basically the same power forward. He plays extremely good defense and does have a very nice jump shot that is easy to time. I would say Keyshawn George, however you pronounce his name, is going to be somewhere in A tier alongside Maurice Spades, Yabusele as an out of position diamond card at the shooting guard position. Sabonis is okay. Like, I would say Sabonis is probably, honestly, like C tier for Sabonis. Is that crazy? I'll go like C tier for Sabonis. Not a huge fan of that card. Karis LeVert is decent. I think Karis LeVert is probably B tier. Tijon Salon is not that great of a card. Honestly, going to throw him in C tier. Pink Diamond Stephon Castle is still a great budget point guard, man. He's still 6'7". He's still going to give you really good defense, and his jump shot is easy to time with. So yes, he's probably lower A tier now, but I still think he's going to be in the A tier category. Galaxy Opal, JaVale McGee, for a big man card, he's probably also A, on the same ranking as a Walker Kessler, Kristaps, and Eddie Curry as a budget center. Patrick Williams is good. I would say Patrick Williams is probably like either high B or low A. I'll go like high B tier for Patrick Williams. Caron Butler is probably also somewhere in that like low A tier category, I would say. Sasha, not a huge fan of his jump shot, but he is 6'7" at point guard, and he has some good dribble sigs. Like if we take a look at this card, doesn't he have really good sigs? I could be wrong, but I thought he had really good movement for a 6'7" point guard. Yeah, he's got like Kyrie behind the back, Curry escape, Booker dribble style, Pro 2 fade is really nice. His jump shot, that Seth Curry upper, just isn't great in my opinion, but his jump shot can be good at times, so I do think he's going to be A tier. Talking about Pokuševski, I mean, he's like a 7-foot power forward. I do think he's like easily going to be in B tier. I don't know about A tier though. Hassan Whiteside, he's dropped in price. He's like 35, 40K on Xbox. I would say Hassan Whiteside is probably S tier. Like I did not realize that he was that cheap when I was checking the auction house, and I think he's better than Walker Kessler. I think he's better than JaVale McGee, but I do think he's going to be in that like lower S tier category. Delano Banton, call me crazy, he's S tier. He's 6'8" at the point guard position with a really good jump shot and also 95 speed and 95 speed with ball. He is insanely fast at the point guard position because of his height, or also because of his height. It's crazy that he's that fast. Derek Jones Jr. is probably like B tier in my opinion. Frank Kaminsky, he's a good budget power forward still to this day. 7'1" with a good jump shot. I think he's going to be an A tier. PJ Tucker is solid. He's only 6'6" for the 2, but he's a very solid budget card. I'll throw him in B tier. Jordan Clarkson, not a big fan of. I'll probably throw him in like the high C tier category. Dyson Daniels, though, talking about a point guard, I mean, he's still probably the best budget point guard in this game. 6'7" with a 99 steal, great defender, and has a consistent jump shot and very solid dribble sigs and movements. Antoine Jameson, sorry, he's probably like either, I would say like high A or low S. I'll probably go like low S for Antoine Jameson. I think he's really good at the small forward position. Jordan Poole is not great. I think Jordan Poole is probably in C tier. Patrick Beverley is F. I mean, that card is really, really bad. James Posey, he's good. I'd say James Posey is probably B tier. I would say Dean Wade is probably also in the B tier category. Devin Vassell, not a huge fan of this card either. Probably going to say he's C tier. Same thing with Pods, not a huge fan of that card either. Ryan Holland's actually not that bad for a diamond power forward, diamond center. I do think he's going to be in the B tier category. And that's going to round out my 100 card budget, or my best 100 cards, at the budget price, the top 100 best budget cards in this game on a tier list. I'll quickly scroll through the tiers here. You guys can pause the video. You guys can just look at the tiers and see where I do have every card ranked. But these are all the best budget cards in this game. Again, for under like 40K. There's a lot of cards on here that are like 5,000 MT. And I think there's a lot of great budget cards in this game. I mean, no card on this list besides the cards in like C tier and below I think are necessarily bad. I probably should move Kobe White up a tier. I think he's maybe like B tier. AJ Johnson's actually pretty good as well. We'll throw him in the B tier category. We'll throw Justice Winslow in B tier as well. But let me know what you guys think about this tier list down below. But hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.